Shout out to Arman Farouk of 30 Minutes to President's Club for this framework and script. He used this script to book 1 out of every 4 cold call conversations at Pave. I suspect, guys, this script is going to cause us lots of problems. Our calendars are going to be booked to the brim with qualified meetings. Step number 1, your opener. Arman uses the "have you heard our name tossed around" opener. It sounds like this.
For handling objections. So here's what it sounds like. Pick up the phone, and I'm calling a compensation leader. Say, "Hey, Jane, yeah, we work with a few other Andreessen portfolio companies. It's Armand at Pave. Have you heard our name tossed around?"
The prospect will say yes or no. It doesn't really matter. Regardless of their response, you're moving into step number 2, which is to share your triggering problem proposition. Here's Armand sharing his example. After that, we'll break it down so you can build yours out.
The reason that I reached out is typically when I'm working with other people leaders in the Andreessen portfolio is it's right around like Q1 where they're not getting much sleep. And the reason for that is it's merit season. And even though it's a great thing, you're usually spending it buried in 17,000 spreadsheets and doing a million VLOOKUPs to make sure that all of your compensation decisions aren't totally incorrect and you're actually doing the right thing and making equitable comp decisions. And the reason that I'm reaching out is Pave integrates with your equity software, your benefits platform, your performance platform, and all your comp data in one place so you never have to plan merit in spreadsheets again. My guess is that's not going to be relevant for you guys, but are you open to taking a look? Not for now, but just so you know it's out there.
The problem Armand shared, it was crispy. It had detail behind it. It was specific. Most importantly, I don't work in compensation, yet I understood that problem. 0 buzzwords were used. 0 jargon was used. A 5th grader would understand this. Here's the framework so you could steal it. You're going to start with the phrase, "the reason for the call." People crave reasons behind things, especially on a cold call. This is going to put your prospect's mind at ease. Share a specific problem in language a 5th grader could understand. In 1 sentence, describe the solution to the problem, make sure it's believable, and end the opener with a low pressure "ask to me." At this point, you'll be hit with an objection, at least 1 objection. Step number 3, use the Mr. Miyagi method to handle any objection. This involves 3 steps. Step number 1, agree with the objection. Number 2, split the objection. Step number 3, sell the meeting, not the product. Here's Armand using this technique.
So let's say that Jane says, "Look, I would love to. It sounds like Pave is up to great things, but look, I got no budget." I'm going to agree with the objection. I'm going to go, "Jane, I totally get it. Look, honestly, nowadays, even keeping a tool is frankly harder than asking for a new one. And so I should have assumed that this wasn't going to be a thing. Just so I will make sure no one else reaches out again, could you give me a sense of, is it because budget for this cycle is out of date? Or is it because if you ask for anything at all in the next 7 years, you're going to get put through the ringer and have to do a million different ROI cases?" Split the objection, right? Let's say that she says it's a cycle thing. Well, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the meeting, not the product. Remove the pressure of the sale today. I'm going to say "Hey, Jane, I appreciate you sharing that. And look, my guess is you're not going to buy this thing right now, and you're not going to buy it next quarter. And even next budgeting cycle, I don't know if you're going to have budget for this kind of thing. But I think you and I know, usually what happens is if budget does open up, the people who end up getting it are the ones who sort of know what's 1, 2, and 3 on their list. And so are you open to taking a look, not for now, but just so you know what's out there in case budget does come up? Remove the pressure of the sale. That's it, folks. Now,
I really like Armand's technique of splitting the objection. Never heard of that technique before. Really cool. What he's getting at there, it's really important. Understand the objection, not overcome the objection, which is what most salespeople do. That puts the me versus prospect scenario in play. "I'm not interested" could mean 5, 6, 7 different things. Without asking questions, we won't understand what we're up against to potentially move the conversation forward. Splitting the objection is all about understanding. Key technique there. Also, you could ask for a meeting 2 to 3 times on a cold call if you ask the right way. Chris, listen, this might never be a fit. You might never have the budget for something like this, but would it be a terrible idea to explore how we might be able to help? That way, if this does become a priority, you do have the budget, you are in the market for something like this, you have someone in your back pocket you could call. I promise you'll walk away with a few ideas that were not on your radar. That right there, that's a low pressure ask to meet, and I'm expressing to the prospect, "Hey, you might not buy from me, but I promise promise you, you'll walk away with ideas that might help you out. That's what you're going to get out of the conversation. I thought this was a killer cold call script and framework. I personally have not used it yet, so I'm going to start using it. Again, Armand booked 1 out of every 4 cold call conversations. That is killer numbers right there. That is professional numbers. I've never had my numbers up that high. So I'm going to start using it. I'll get back to you guys in regards to how it works for me. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my newsletter. It comes out every Saturday. It's all actionable tips, no BS sales advice, like 99% of the sales advice out there on LinkedIn and YouTube. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, or not YouTube channel too, but the newsletter. And also, if you're looking to get more scripts and frameworks like this, the Cold Call Guide in the description is a great resource as well. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like the video, and would you be opposed to subscribing to the YouTube channel? Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you.